kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And, Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 35. It's a seam wide. And he will pass it.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's McClure. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. The bootleg, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A
quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly...
And he's got a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Got it behind the line. It's McClure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here we go. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you've got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's McClure. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. The ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leading town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right?
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the Thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone.
Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking to throw, it's Shannon. Now sliding to his left. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, deep down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. That defensive front was a stone wall, and he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. It's a draw. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Shannon. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it. It's Akins. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. The 50. He's inside the 40. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll ride the hot hand. Showing off the arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Shows him the stiff arm. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off and
we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.